have come to me and said, like, you know, Sailor Moon saved my life, or Sailor Moon made me feel like, you know, gave me hope to live, or like I've heard like a lot of people, or who said that, you know, it helped them through a period of self-harm or whatever. Like, so this show's not just an anime. Like, there's something in it that speaks to so many people, and I think that's inspiring, you know. So.
The other thing too, sorry, I'm like a mic hog right now, is that like I'm super proud to be part of a property that 20 years ago was forward thinking enough to be like, we're gonna take a risk or whatever to be like, we have two women who love each other, and we're gonna put them together, and still kids can watch the show and not worry about that. And I like think about like now what's going on, you know, and I'm just kind of like, wow, it's so progressive, and I'm just really proud to be part of that. I think it's amazing that this show is so universally accessible to people, and not just in the sense that, yes, you can watch an episode and say, okay, I feel empowered as a female, or this is talking about reminding me of how much I love my family or my friends, but then it also taps into a spiritual aspect of, you know, you're not alone in a universal sense, rather than just with friends. Like, however you look at it, you're surrounded by love or by people, and there's always someone there, which is a really nice reminder that I often like to be reminded of. But it's also amazing to me that when I went to Australia, or when I went to different places, Canada this year, every place I went, not at an anime convention, around the city, people would say, what are you here for? I'm here for an anime convention. Oh, do you know Sailor Moon? I do. I work on Sailor Moon. That is so weird that wherever you go, at the airport, across the world, people know Sailor Moon. That is the only anime they know. And that, like you said, there's got to be some sort of magic, be it sparkles, I don't know. Or the power of love, I don't know. But there's something magical about this show, and it's so inspiring that it is within every single episode, and it keeps people coming back, and it keeps making people feel like they're a part of something larger. That even if they haven't seen but one episode, they know it and it impacted them that much that they're still able to remember something about the show, which is amazing.
Two really powerful themes that I found in the show, and one is that we can do anything if we do it together. We can overcome anything if we do it together, and that power of unification and cooperation, and that somebody has your back. It's like, I think that's a really important theme. And the other one is just the power of love to transform, to heal, to take any situation and shift it. And I think that that's kind of throughout the show. And I've watched that happen with my character, how the power of the Pretty Guardian's love transformed Black Lady back into Chibi. And I think that's such a powerful moment.
I think mine's in a similar vein. You have to recognize it for one of the first female superhero group in it, and that's really neat. And to sort of be the male hero who's just as much the damsel in distress is awesome, and it's also an inspirational and awesome message that not only can women save men in more ways than one, but also that sometimes the man can be lesser without his female partner, and vice versa. And it makes us look at gender roles and relationships, and even if whether it's getting saved from a scary monster or losing your identity and having to be brought back by love, those are pretty good themes when it comes to a relationship. So yeah, for me, that's the one most important part.
As for me, there's a part of me that also, in addition to being strong and a warrior, who also wants to be a princess. And I think that's just something innately in lots of girls' lives. And these are girls who are both. they are normal girls who are just living their day-to-day lives, and they find out that not only are they warriors and that they are saving the world, but they're also princesses of their own planet. It's like the ultimate, I don't know, but that really spoke to me when I was a kid, and that was something that, I would spend hours daydreaming about. And so I think that's another reason why so many people love the show. It's really, there's something innately human about that.
I also want to just add real quick that we've been talking a lot about female empowerment, but the number of male fans that love the show, it's like a universal thing. So I just and also what Jeremy was talking about how, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's trending and all that, but like love really does win. So in Sailor Moon, it's like a lot of the monsters are not, we're not going to destroy them. It's like, I don't get to destroy them with my Thunder Dragon. It's like, no, really, what brings them back is Sailor Moon's power is healing and love and friendship. And so to me, that's actually what wins the day.
Hashtag love wins. Yes, love does win. So beautiful.
I don't always do
so
hashtags.
inspiring. So I have a fun one for you guys. I know you brought this up last year. So if this whole panel was actually a plot to gather energy, real quick, what would each of you personally do? If I'm, secretly a bad guy, and I'm just going to take all these heart crystals. Oh my goodness.
You mean you mean to stop you?
Or not. You'd be like, whatever.
I'm gonna put us all in a protective orange bubble, and then we're gonna take them down because we have all the energy harnessed with us.
Is the gathering of energy, does it make you tired? Because I have a really difficult time sleeping, so I would just probably take a nap.
I don't know, it's not actually a plot.
Oh, so you didn't think this through? You said it's not an actual plot?
It was.
Oh.
Wait, is it?
She said maybe, I'm just testing it out.
It's not actually. Maybe.
Probably just take a nap. I don't think I'd warn anybody. It's too much work.
Don't worry.
I'd be totally oblivious and I'd keep playing laser tag.
You just go into dad mode. Just go into dad mode.
I'm just thinking, yeah, it's a pretty clever plot. I mean, I don't know.
It would be pretty brilliant. It would. Because all you guys would be captured.
Yeah.
Well, I would gather up all of your love right from your hearts, and I would send it back out into the world and see what that love can do.
Yay! Oh, so sweet!
I would probably just get kidnapped.
If this were an evil plan, you made one mistake. The Outer Guardians would come back and save us.
But they're gone and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll come back. We have cell phones.
Alright, on to the next. This is fun.
They're outer here.
Alright, what would be next? We're actually going to talk a little bit about Sailor Moon Crystal. You guys can Yes, so these are 1st and 3rd Saturdays at 2 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Episode 25 is tomorrow morning. Oh my gosh, it's already almost Saturday. And 1 through 24 are available now. You can watch on Hulu and be on Alley. And I have a little trailer for Sailor Moon Crystal. To the original manga, and I actually have the very first look at the Sailor Moon Crystal dub, which is premiering today. I don't even think you guys have seen this yet.
I know we're excited.
You're like, hit the button, Shark. Hit it, hit it. Yes, so this is the very first look at Sailor Moon Crystal. And if you like what you hear, you can watch more this afternoon. So let's check it out. You guys are the first to see it.
I this morning have to come so early. I'm so sleepy. I'm Hisagi Tsukino. I'm 14 and go to Juban Middle School. I'm a bit of a klutz, and honestly, kind of a crybaby too. That's weird. Did I step on something? No way, my cat! Oh, I'm so sorry, kitty. Oh, you're such a sweetie. Sorry if I scared you. Are you okay? Hey, what's the big idea? What'd you do that for? What's that on your head? Are those bandages? Want me to take them off? Okie dokie. Huh?
Come forth. The time has come. Our great ruler requires your service. Now go and bring me the legendary silver crystal.
Usagi Tsukino! You're late again? Go stand in the hallway! Yes, Miss Haruna. It's not my fault the other kids always get to school on time. The princess in my dream was so beautiful. Someday, I'm going to become a princess and I'll never go to school again. Oh, I'm so hungry. Well, since I skipped breakfast, why not?
Miss Tsukino, what exactly were you doing just now?
Nothing, Miss Haruna.
Excuses like that lead to scores like this.
This is Haruna Sakurada, our homeroom teacher. We call her Haruna for short. She also teaches English, which, by the way, is my worst subject. Wow, I can't believe you tried to eat during class. You seriously need to learn some self-control. I can't help it. This is my best friend, Naru.
Hey, Usagi. How'd you do on your exam? I didn't study much, so I only got a 95.
That's Umino. He's an otaku and totally annoying.
Exams are easy. They're like child's play to me.
Child's play? You really are obnoxious, you know that? Oh, he scored higher than me, and without even studying. Naru's smart and pretty. Plus her family's rich.
Sailor Moon Crystal? Wow, what'd you guys think? Wasn't that awesome? Well, 6 o'clock tonight in video 2. It's upstairs at the JW Marriott. It is a huge room. It's beautiful. You can watch episodes 1 and 2 in the very first time and hear more where that came from. So, we're still here on Sailor Moon Day. You are here at the Sailor Moon panel. And at 2 o'clock, these fancy people have an autograph session. Does anybody have their autograph tickets already? Yes, you are in. Right after the autograph session, we are all going to posse up at the Viz booth for a big photo op with all the Sailor Guardian cosplayers, all these guys and more. So show up at 3:45 for that. All of you cosplayers, 4:30 in video 2, same room as the Crystal premiere. We are going to do another huge Sailor Moon fan gathering. So bring your favorite costume. We will be taking lots of video, doing interviews, and just screaming really, really loud. So that's at 4:30, and directly after that, in the same room, you don't even have to leave. You will have front row seats for Sailor Moon Crystal. Sound like fun? A packed day. You get all of these awesome things, yeah. And this is your first look, episode 25, Sailor Moon Crystal. In just a few more hours. I don't know, something's going on with Chibiusa. I think she's about ready to do something really powerful, and we'll have to find out tonight. Yes. And also, Sailor Moon Crystal is based on the original manga by Naoko Takeuchi. You can pick it up at the Kodansha booth if you haven't read it already. It is an excellent series. Now we have a couple Crystal cast questions, because you guys have recently started working on Sailor Moon Crystal. Yeah, so the first time talking about Crystal. So, what were some of the differences working on Sailor Moon Crystal versus the classic 90s series, which you've been recording for a while?
Amanda. I have a lot of opinions about things, okay? Well, basically, for me, the biggest difference is that it's the same characters, so I'm like, this is gonna be a breeze, it's whatever. But the tone is very different, and I think the target demographic is different, and just like the personalities are slightly different. I think everybody's a little more serious. There's not as much like, he looks just like my ex-boyfriend. I'm like, you know, so I feel like I've had an interesting time with like reactions, because I'm so used to classic, which is a little more heightened and like comedic and stuff. So we might be like in the classic, but then in Crystal it's like they're like too big. You gotta rein it in. So you're like. So for me, I'm obviously a very big person, so I have a hard time being like.
You have a hard time toning it down?
Yeah. I don't know if you can tell.
My character in Sailor Moon Crystal is completely different. She is not nearly as, I don't think I've said a mean word, a crass word to Usagi. So what ended up happening was...
It's not a plot together energy, I promise.
I get to use a slightly different voice for Sailor Mars in the show, and it was really great for me because like playing two different characters. Whereas I was more spunky and fiery in classic, and Crystal, she's definitely more serious and even princess-like.
I think working on both has made me feel more balanced and getting to see more sides of the character. And I do enjoy working on Crystal, and I think there was a couple sessions where I did Crystal and I was like, I want some fun, I want some crazy classic. So I think they definitely complement each other. But I also think that because it follows the manga so more closely than the classic, there aren't any episodes where you'll go, oh, we can build up to this event. It's not that bad yet. But in Crystal, it's like, oh no, it's bad. Fix it. And go. So that's kind of, I think, made the tone a little bit different, is we'll go, yeah, we don't get to ramp up to this. It's that bad, and people are dying, and fix it now. We only have one episode, so do it. So.
It moves very quickly.
I start recording on Tuesday, so I start Crystal on Tuesday.
Are you thinking about how you're gonna make it different? Are you like being like, oh, I'm gonna make this? For most of it, it's a little more toned down. For me, it's a little more toned down.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna be the map there for her. So yeah.
Usagi's still a klutz. I think she's a little bit less of a klutz. She's just slightly less of a klutz. And she's still, there's still a lot of comedy in it, but I think it's just I'm not as loud or as high-pitched, and I react a little bit more closer to how a sane person would react.
No roses. The mixed emotions, I heard it. No, it's the same. The tone of the show is slightly different. I think it's a different visual cue. Maybe a slightly more natural, I think, is the way it's skewing.
Can I ask Robbie a question?
Please do.
So, no, don't be scared. Don't be scared. In classic, Mamoru's in college, but in this one he's in high school. Did you have to make your voice sound any younger, or what did you do?
We maybe pitched up his in the street version, his
street
his
Mamoru?
street version, street Mamo.
Okay.
We made him we lifted him just a little bit, but it's pretty similar. He is a better dresser.
Tuxedo in the daytime, guys.
You don't you love those purple pleated pants. Those purple pleated pants. You don't know more.
Oh yeah, you had to bring the purple pleated pants into
Yeah,
this.
you got to do that. I just wanted to add one more thing about the difference between the two of them. There's a different feel as everyone's kind of noting to this series and as we're putting it back out. Just going in with the mindset of, this is somebody's first Sailor Moon. I feel like when something's new and it comes out, they have a sense of ownership to it. And I want to make sure that this generation feels like, yeah, this is ours. It looks distinct. It's unique. It has its own feeling. So if you got both, you can have the feeling of both. But if you're new to Sailor Moon and hopefully you're handing this to someone, that they're like, this is mine. I own it. It's beautiful. I love the old one. I have it as well. Classic Sailor Moon. It is amazing. I can have them both, but this is my classic Crystal Sailor Moon.
Really good answers. Yeah, I love what I like the little bits I've been seeing so far. It's like, oh, we get to have it all over again. It's so beautiful.
I get the exciting part of going through each and every design as we're starting to go through and build what the new one's going to look like as it comes out as product. So I had that right before I flew out here, and I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's going to be so beautiful.
Sorry to tease you and not have a visual.
Soon. So, real quick, following up from that, is how, just briefly, how does it feel to revisit your characters in this new series? Like, you're recording Classic and Crystal at the same time. Like, do you just get into a different mind place when you go into the booth for Crystal?
For me, yeah, I have to. Since sometimes we'll do something and I'm like, wait, that doesn't seem right. And a lot of times the visual will tell you because you're doing it to picture, so you can kind of see, and the art has a totally different feel. I think the hardest thing was for a while, I would get really confused about my relationship to Mamo because we're doing stuff at the same time, and then also, their relationship has had ups and downs. So I would be like, wait, are we together right now? Are we not together? Are we, so it was very, is he mad at me? I mean, I'm consistent with my emotions about him, but I just don't know. And then the director will remind me.
We're doing it again.
I'm trying to be patient and listen and give a chance to talk. For me, I feel like in Classic, Mako kind of wears her heart on her sleeve all the time, and she's got there's certain touchstones I can always go back to, whereas I'm still kind of learning in Crystal who Mako is. She has some of the same things, but I feel like it's still kind of a discovery process for me, which is cool, but it also means sometimes I make decisions and the director's like, you're fired! It hasn't happened, but I'm thinking she's thinking that. But no, yeah, it's fun. But I feel like Mako in Classic is much more whereas in Crystal I feel like she's a little more brooding.
A little more serious.
Contemplating.
The brooding was a really good adjective. I think. Yeah, that's actually the visual that came to my head, and I thought it was funny. That or Robert Downey Jr. from Iron Man. Anyway, I don't know. So I think it's definitely a gear shift for me working on the other, and the animation definitely helps in shifting it in my mind. Like I said, love doing both. I think they complement and help me get a better grasp of giving the character more depth over time because I'm learning more and more about her as we're doing both at the same time. I enjoy it. I think that in Crystal, Venus kind of takes more of a leadership role that we didn't necessarily see as much in Classic. I mean, she was still a leader, but in Crystal, she definitely owns it more. And that's been really fun to get to do.
And for me, it's great to discover the storyline as we go because I've seen Classic, but Crystal is completely new to me, so it's really great to come in and see things for the very first time. I really enjoy that.
It's fun.
It's fun to go back.
I love it. I love the show. Of course, I go back, and it feels. what's the question? How does it feel to revisit your characters in this new way? It feels good.
Good answer, Robbie. Good answer. All right. Yeah. So real quick, so would you say that is your favorite thing about Sailor Moon Crystal, just going back and revisiting your characters?
The animation's really pretty too.
It is, it's so sparkly. It's so sparkly.
I like angsty stuff. I like being able to be like, everything's so awful right now, everybody's dead. Yeah, brooding. I'm Edward Cullen on the inside. I'm all sparkly on the inside.
I think the most exciting part is like, I'm really anticipating seeing it. Because while you're doing, I do like to watch some of the stuff that you work on, and this one in particular, seeing that clip today was really exciting. Because when we're recording, we don't get to hear the mix down, we don't get to hear the effects they put on our voice. We're typically not hearing the interaction with the other actors and how it all comes together. And I think that feeling of anticipation is the most exciting feeling that I have.
I really like the opening theme. Moon bright and
You sound just like Momo.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I really love the music video that they produced for that song too. It's beautiful.
Check it.
So beautiful. All right, we will go to the next.
I was actually gonna jump in really quick. I think one of the most amazing things about Crystal and Classic, if you are a fan where Classic was your Sailor Moon, to watch the characters come up one by one and seeing them for the first time. Like, Umino is one of my faves within the show, but when he popped up, I was like, yeah, he's there, and to see everyone with that new shininess to them, it's really exciting.
Yeah, he's so, and Ben is just so awesome. I love him. He was actually here last year. He cosplayed as Umino, and he didn't tell me. And he just came up and started talking to me. I'm like, what's going on here? Who is this Umino just talking to me? Oh, Ben, hi, how you doing? It was like a perfect Umino moment, because
Ben also had an amazing moment at the opening ceremony. Like, he just knows how to get the crowd hyped. He's just like, do you like Digimon? And they were like, woo! And he's like, do you like Pokemon? Woo! Do you like Sailor Moon? Woo! Well, I'm in those shows. Thank you very much.
It was the best. And immediately I had to follow that, and I was like, Ben,